trying to live as big as I can.
Yeah. When you got on Skype, it was the right size, and then it got bigger. So I was like, oh, I need to size this down. So I sized it down, and then, of course, it always messes up. Does weird stuff.
Hmm.
Hopefully, we only have like a couple more weeks of like weird things happening on the stream and stuff, because I'm still working on making my own PC. On Monday I'm gonna do round 3 of like buying up all the parts. There's 2 parts that I haven't been able to buy because they have been out of stock on Newegg. So if they don't have them again on Monday, I'm gonna start checking somewhere else, and I still need to get my key. But hopefully, fingers crossed.
Yes.
You know what would be amazing?
What?
Is if I have my new PC for episode 100.
Heck.
That would be sweet.
Which one is this? 96.
Yes, 96. Welcome, one and all, to
so
episode
many.
96 of the Whatnauts Captain's Log. My name is Kyle Springer. I am joined by Melissa Wilkinson.
Yes.
Melissa, how was your week then? Oh, see, now my Stream Deck is doing the same thing, where it's like, I hit the button, knows when the social media things are gonna pop up, but it will happen at some point.
Yeah, I just go to Twitter, look up Melissa. If you keep searching, you'll eventually find the one that's me. How many of them else can there be?
Melissas in the world.
One of them will be me.
All of them. You'll eventually follow Melissa.
I've had an okay week. I'm always exhausted by work in a way that work did not exhaust me when I was in my office. And I can't figure out what it is. Yeah.
How so?
I think because when I'm at my office, it is a space that is designed for me to work there. It's got like bright lights. I'm next to a window. And I'm close to the front of the office, and people are always coming in and out of the door. So I get a little bit of fresh air, even if I don't go anywhere. You know, there's people walking around. I can roll over and talk to Carolyn if I want. Like, it's a more active, energetic atmosphere, I guess. And when I work here in my bedroom, not designed to be an office, I'm closed off from everything. It's too warm. The lighting is weird. I'm distracted by all of the things that are mine. Like, I aspire to stay very on top of housework, but it doesn't always happen, but it does always stay on my mind. So I'll walk out to the kitchen to like put some ice in my water bottle, and I'll just think about like how many dishes I have to do, how I should really Swiffer the floors.
Like,
yeah, I have to dust
my DVD collection.
It's not even that so much. Like, sometimes it is. Like, I have a nice bedroom. I do. I'm lucky to have it, but I'm always thinking about like, you have to clean that. You have to organize that. So I think the emotional stress that my work already has, combined with I am so actively aware of everything in my home and how that is also a work project. Like, at the end of the day, I'm like, I just want to stop answering emails so that I can mop something.
That's funny. Is your state opening back up again at some point? Are you guys starting to?
Yeah, we're starting to. Like, they said that you are welcome to go into the office if you want, starting on Monday, and they're going to be doing a phased reopening starting in June, but we don't know what that means yet. And I wasn't planning on being back in the office for a long time, especially because it is relatively easy for me to work here at home. Like, I am able to get all of my work tasks done. Like, there was one task I had to do that involved printing something, but I think I've found a workaround for that. So I do not need to be in the office, like, at all. So I feel like I shouldn't be.
I gotcha. That makes sense. Yeah, we're kind of doing a phased reopening thing. I think we're in quote unquote phase 1. So right now it's
Iron Man, the
Captain
Incredible
America,
Hulk,
Thor. They're here. Yeah.
Yeah.
No. So I yes, restaurants can reopen if they have a patio, and they can only do their patio. Then it's only at 50%. So if you're like a cafe with 2 tables, you can only open up 1 table.
Oh my God.
Yeah, so I mean, it's stuff like that. My roommate, who is a barber, you guys can see I just got my hair cut.
You look nice.
He they were supposed. Oh, there's the social media stuff. Now you guys know who we are. So
Who's that handsome man with the haircut? Oh, there he is. Let me follow him on Instagram for more great pictures of that haircut.
So he was supposed to go back to work yesterday. We're recording this on a Saturday, not our normal time. And yeah, he was supposed to go back to work yesterday, and they had booked like a month's worth of clients and stuff like that. And then Thursday night at like 9, they told them, yeah, we're not moving forward with the next phase yet. They had to like cancel a month's worth of appointments like that night, and like either reschedule them from home somehow, or just be like, sorry, dude, maybe next time, something. So it's kind of a mess right now. Oh well.
Yeah. I know that's something.
News. Oh, go ahead.
No, I'm just gonna say, like, I know that's something I'm missing. Like, I had a haircut appointment that I scheduled in like February that was supposed to happen like last week.
Oh, man.
And
Yeah.
I'm okay now, but I feel like by the end of the month, I'm gonna look like a Yeti. So I'm anxious to have the salon experience again.
Yeah, I kind of lucked out. My roommate, he's like, I have my full setup here. So we have a shed in our backyard. I think originally it was a garage, like a single car.
Oh yeah,
garage. It's detached from the house, but you can go in there, and he has like mirrors set up. My other roommate does photography, so we have like photography lights set up. He has like all of his stuff out there. It gets hot in there, so we have some hands-on and stuff. But just this past week on like Thursday, he found someone that was selling a barber's chair.
Ooh.
Now he has a barber's chair in,
nice.
in the shed. He has his own thing, and it's so sweet.
He's got a home office.
Yeah, I was like, dude, you can start your own business. Who needs to go back to work? You can just make this your like Bobby's haircut salon, something, you know. So, good. But enough about the pandemic, and everyone is still talking about all of that. Melissa?
Yes.
I am almost a real gamer.
You got that chair? Tell me about that
I
chair.
finally got my chair. As you guys can see, if you're watching the video version, here I am in my new gaming chair.
It's so architectural. Why is it shaped like that?
It's designed after like a race car.
Oh.
So.
Okay.
But yeah, it's good. I had a nightmare getting this chair because I've mentioned it here on the podcast before, but I ordered it at the start of March when I broke my other chair.
That was the start of March? It wasn't that long ago.
March. It was at the start of April.
Yeah,
My
that
bad.
sounds right.
But still, so it finally shipped at the start of May. Took a little bit to get here. Some of the shipping details were strange. And then at one point, I actually tweeted UPS because I was just like, seriously, guys, you can't deliver my package? What the hell? Like, it was out for delivery on Friday, and it didn't get there. And so at the end of the day, they changed the thing to like, well, actually, it was supposed to get there on Saturday, but then it was out for delivery on Friday a day early. never got delivered. So they updated the status to like, hey, there's been a delay in the shipping due to an emergency or severe weather. I looked outside and it was bright and sunny, and so I was like, huh, okay, well, that's fine. You know, it's the pandemic and stuff like that. So they said it was out for delivery on Saturday again, and it still didn't get there. At the end of the day, they were like, well, it's because of an emergency or severe weather. Still bright and sunny out. So it's like, well, okay, but it's been out for delivery. It's been on a truck for like 48 hours. It's a big thing, so I can understand if they want to do it at the end of the day or something, and just like, it's a big one. I don't want to do the big one right now. I'm trying to remind myself out. I was like, well, it's understandable, but like, it's been out for delivery for 2 days, and then they don't deliver on Sunday, and then it finally came on Monday, like the end of the day.
Huh.
It together on Monday. Took like half an hour.
Oh, that's
Wasn't
nice.
that bad. But yeah, it's super comfy, and I can lean back now, and my back
That's good.
hurting anymore.
So what makes this a gaming chair besides the fact that it has the fantastical element of being shaped like a race car seat? I was going to say race car chair. Like, that's not right.
It's marketing. That's really all it is. It's from a company named Corsair. They make a bunch of like gaming keyboards and mice and stuff like that, and so they have chairs as well. The Stream Deck that we use is from a company called Elgato. They are owned by Corsair, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, they just make a lot of like gaming PC stuff like that. And yeah, it's just the like, hey, you're a gamer. Why not buy a gaming chair? Grab that Mountain Dew and come on over. So yeah, I'm working on building my new PC. So hopefully, I won't have to use this Mac that can barely stream things and all of that stuff. But I've started to get most of my I have most of my parts in. I actually have a little bit of a change on my desk right now. I have a new mouse pad, a new keyboard, and a new mouse.
A mouse pad.
Desk. So this is my new mouse.
That's so futuristic.
Show it to you, Melissa, up there. Yeah, so it's pretty cool. Lights up. Changes colors. I can program it to be certain colors and stuff like that. And then I have a keyboard that does the same.
Whoa!
Lights up. Let's see if we can get it on camera for those guys. There we go. Okay. Yeah. My mouse pad also lights up. It's a giant one. Yeah, it like spans the length of my desk here, and like the outside rim has LEDs too, so it's all like glowy and stuff like that. It's sweet. It's cool. I'm a sucker for all of that stuff.
It's like you are now inside the movie Speed Racer.
One day, yes. I've actually never seen Speed Racer.
God, you gotta watch Speed Racer. It's a triumph. Get the highest, the biggest, clearest, most saturated TV you possibly can, and then watch Speed Racer.
4K Ultra HD, big one. So I just need to be like.
Well, TVs like this were made for the movie Speed Racer.
Yeah. So one day I will watch. I actually thought you were gonna pitch that one this past week on the review show, because you were like, I want to pitch movies that are like you said animated. And I was like, that's kind of mostly
it's more computer than person.
So
yeah,
animated. But yeah, you were like, I want to pitch like visually stunning animated stuff. She's gonna pitch Speed Racer because I know she's mentioned it.
No, I do want to watch Speed Racer again, but I want to watch it with my family and friends. Like, Jack's never seen it. So we were going to have Jack over to our parents' house the next time, because our parents were months ago, in a more innocent time, our parents were supposed to go on a road trip for Easter weekend. They were going to take the long weekend and go visit our uncle, which means the house is just for me and my brother then. I drive over there and I just spend all day at their house watching things on their big TV. This is the arrangement. They know this. So we're going to have Jack over. We're all going to watch Speed Racer on the 60-inch TV. So I'm not going to watch Speed Racer again until I can do that.
Go Speed Racer. Go Speed Racer, go.
Yeah.
You guys have seen those like plastic cups that I drink from here on the podcast that you're like, Kyle, you're not a 3-year-old. Why do you own those? To which I say, at heart, I am a 13-year-old boy. So
that's okay. I've got these. I mostly drink out of McDonald's collectible Shrek 3 glasses.
Yes. Amazing. But so I bought those at the dollar store years ago, and I've kept them probably for way too long. I don't think they're supposed to technically last that long.
They're next to disposable.
Right, yeah. That's what they're supposed to be. It's like, your 5-year-old is having a birthday party? Buy these cups.
Yeah, this is a cup you can just leave at Grandma's. Let Grandma collect 7 of these.
Yeah. But the dollar store also had a book section. It was like random paperbacks, coloring books, children's books, and they had comics. Like every once in a while, they would have comics. I remember noticing it at one point because I think they had some like Transformers comics or something. It was something that I wasn't interested in, but I noticed like in the pile of all that stuff, they had a trade paperback of Volume 1 of Speed Racer.
Ooh.
And it was published by IDW, and this was like a legit like go to Barnes & Noble and get a graphic novel and stuff like that. And I was just like, I have no interest in this book, but it's $1. I'm just gonna buy the book. So now I have Speed Racer on the bookshelf behind me. Yeah, so it has the like, I guess kind of shiny.
Ooh, yeah. Look at him.
Classic art.
That is just a great piece to have around.
Rushed.
Yeah. No, that's definitely. I'd pay $8 for that.
Yeah. It's normally, well, I guess they covered it up with a sticker and I haven't taken it off, but I would expect like $15.
Yeah, yeah. That's a good looking book.
Yeah. So, here you go. Speed Racer, Volume 1.
I want to ask you about your bookshelf, because you have a lot on there. You've got 9 cubes of graphic novels over there.
Yeah. Well, 8.5.
Huh.
The one that's down in the corner there isn't.
Okay. Now, are these all... Do you just get things and then never get rid of them? Or is this all stuff that you have deliberately curated, like, I want this in my collection? This is a display piece. I need to have this.
It's mostly that, but not exactly.
Okay.
It is comics that I like and I know that I like. I want this one. It's also just kind of like, yeah, it's like my favorite series, but I also have some of the like Marvel and DC event books, so it's more just like, hey, these are kind of the loose like plot threads of the entire Marvel universe, stuff like that. Yeah, there's some on there that I looking back at, I was like, why did I buy that? I don't know. Or like I'm a big fan of Ultimate Spider-Man. I'm a big fan of Spider-Man in general, but Ultimate Spider-Man, those comics were fantastic. That's the universe that Miles Morales eventually came out of, and all that stuff. And it was really cool because it was like a modern day retelling of all of the Marvel universe, but they put their own spin on things, so it's not exactly how it was. There's all sorts of changes and stuff like that, but it was one of those things. Like, Marvel normally puts out a ton of books each month, and it's very difficult to keep up with the entire universe. But they had their Ultimate Universe, in which they had like 3 books, maybe 4. So it was like, I'm gonna keep up with all of that stuff. I loved it. Like, the Ultimate Universe, for the most part, was fantastic, and then eventually went downhill very fast. But yeah, I was like buying up Ultimate X-Men stuff, and Melissa, those first couple volumes of Ultimate X-Men are not good. Or like every once in a while on like free comic book day or something, when all the comic shops are having sales or something, I'll be like, well, I heard that series was good, so I'll pick up volume.
Okay.
Be like, okay, it's not for me. But, so
okay.
I have a lot of good stuff.
So you'll keep stuff that you're not a huge fan of just for the sake of completion?
I mean, I never completed Ultimate X-Men. I bought the first 2 volumes and was like, yeah, I'm not gonna buy the rest of this. But I would love to have all of Ultimate Spider-Man. Actually, in the video right now, I think you can see it. It's red ones right over my shoulder here.
Yeah.
You're looking on Twitch there. Melissa, I'm not sure where.
No, I can see them.
Are you? Yeah. Those are Ultimate Spider-Man Ultimate collections. I have the first 8 of them. I think all of them, or the first 7. Which is baffling because that's not complete.
That is a lot.
It's a lot, but there should be like maybe 10 of them total, I think. Somewhere around there. But yeah, it's not a complete set, and Marvel really has no plans as of yet to like continue publishing them in that format. So it's like, why? Like, oh well. The woes of comic book publishing.
No, I feel you. I have a pretty curated book and movie collection, in that I used to buy a ton of stuff. Like, if I saw something on sale and I mildly liked the film, I would pick it up. Also, because I just like special features. I like commentaries. I have a DVD of The Mask I've held on to for a while, saying one of these days I'm going to rewatch The Mask and then listen to whatever the director's commentary for The Mask is.
I was actually reminded of The Mask yesterday because you and I are working on some plans for some Patreon exclusive episodes of the Reactor Core.
Yes.
And we're hoping to do some kind of like trailer discussions on movies and stuff like that. You guys hopefully will see those very soon, because we're gonna record them. We were gonna record them this weekend. I don't know exactly what our plans are now, since this got moved to Saturday. We'll figure it out. But yeah, I was looking through trailers of different decades, and I saw Son of the Mask.
Oh my god!
There, God, The Mask.
I did watch the original Mask trailer.
Yeah.
That's a candidate. If you need a trailer for the 90s, I might suggest The Mask. It didn't make it onto my list, but I think it could be interesting. Because what we're doing is we're doing 3 bonus episodes going back and watching old movie trailers and talking about just the art of the movie trailer by itself, kind of separate from the films. So we're doing an episode.
If we can find connections and themes of like, this is what they did in the 90s with movie trailers and stuff like that. So
we're doing an episode each for the 90s, 2000s, and 2010s.
That should be fun.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to this.
Though.
Yeah.
Me too. The reactor core has kind of fallen by the wayside a little bit, unfortunately. It's one we do sporadically anyways.
Yeah.
But it's one that's kind of difficult for us to keep up with. And I've, like, in the back of my head, I've always been like, I love the name of that show, but I don't know if we've found the right format yet for that podcast. So hopefully one day down the road, it will continue to grow and change, and we'll find something that's like, yes, this is it. This is exactly what we need to do with that show. Speaking of the reactor core, sounds like you and I might do one on Scoob.
Yes.
I'm kind of excited about this. It came out yesterday. Have you watched it yet?
I haven't yet. I didn't even, I didn't know it was coming out until it was already out there. And there was like an ad when I turned on my smart TV or somebody mentioned it to me. I was not prepared for the news. Maybe they dropped it suddenly like Beyonce's Lemonade.
They Beyonce'd it.
But I'm excited for this because I am a big Scooby-Doo fan. I will always watch any variant of Scooby-Doo. Not all of them are great. I don't make a point to watch many of them. There's plenty of them that I've missed. But like, if it's easily accessible, if it's right there in front of me, I'm always going to go for a Scooby-Doo. I have quite a chunk of Scooby-Doo in my DVD collection.
There you go.
I've got an old soft spot for it. When I bought Scooby-Doo Mystery Incorporated, that series had such a messy DVD release. So I have it's a 2-season show. There's 2 seasons of 26 episodes each.
Okay.
I have 6 DVDs that it's the first 6 episodes 7 through 13, the back half of season 1.
When did it come out?
It's premiered, and I think it's when I was in college. So I think 2010, 2011, something around there. Yeah, it was.
I remember back in middle school and high school that would happen to Family Guy or Robot Chicken, where it was hey, here's episodes 7 through 13, and it was just what? Why would anyone just buy these specific ones? And you would have to get they would come out in chunks of here's 1 through 6, here's 7 through 13, and all of that stuff. And then after it was all done and all completed, then it would be okay, now you can buy the season 1 collection. It was just why would I thought they stopped doing that.
A lot of cartoons used to do that. I think Adventure Time and Regular Show, when they started, it was you can buy a DVD of these 13 selected episodes, and then eventually we're going to collect an entire season. But I don't know if anybody was paying enough attention to Scooby-Doo Mystery Incorporated for there to be nice entire season collections. I love Phineas and Ferb, but the only way to own that was here's a DVD of one of their hour-long made-for-TV movies, and then 3 assorted episodes they threw on as bonuses. There weren't any season collections or arc. Well, it's not a show with arcs, but not here's 20 solid episodes or something like that. It's so messy. I wish. And I know it's made for here's a cheap DVD you can buy for $12 for your kids. They're not making, here is the nice, well-designed box set for the adult fan of this cartoon.
I feel that would be better still, though. Because, sure, it might be a cheap DVD you can give to your kids, and it's, it's all right, it was $5, and you get 3 episodes of thing. But I just feel it prolongs the work unnecessarily.
Yeah.
They have to make like 4 different covers instead of one of them. It's just like, just wait till it's all out. I don't know.
Oh, the DVDs themselves will still be a mess, but I've thought about like buying a plastic case, seeing if I can buy just like plastic empty box set cases that have got like the little arms in there to hold multiple discs, and then just like designing my own box art for the outside, or like working with some artist friend to do it, so that even if you open up the box and it's like this disc has 6 episodes on it and the next disc has like 8 episodes on it, it'll be a mess inside, but it'll look like something legitimate from the outside.
Yeah, exactly. I feel like that's more a hold over for VHS, when it, like there like wasn't much space and they could only put like, hey, here's 3 episodes of Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah.
Who knows if they're in order, but it's just like, here's 3 of them.
I still have the 3 episode Pokemon tapes from when I was a kid. I think I kept a couple of those. When I got into X-Files in high school, like I think one of my dad's friends or somebody who used to be into it lent me a bunch of their old VHS tapes that were like 2 episodes. Here's just 2 X-Files, and I don't think they were consecutive.
Weird. Strange.
How do you feel
about Scooby-Doo comics?
I started reading Scooby-Doo Apocalypse. I still own several issues of that. That's been something I've been wanting to pitch on the show, but the last time I looked it up, I couldn't figure out what the delineation point was. Like, where was a good stopping point, where an arc broke off.
I gotcha.
Yeah. I want to read it, but I have no idea how much of it we should read at once.
I don't know if they're on here or not, but DC Comics released over 250 free Scooby-Doo digital comics.
Yes.
So if you guys want something to do while you guys are stuck at home, they have a bunch of stuff. All right, so it says that it is the Scooby-Doo series from 1997 through 2010, issues 33 through 84.
What are in those first 32 episodes?
Right, yeah. And then the Scooby-Doo team-up from 2013 onward, issues 1 through 99, as well as volumes 1 through 6, is, I'm sure, just the collections of most of that stuff. And then Scooby-Doo Where Are You from 2010, issues 40 to 103. Yeah, I think that's it. So no Scooby Apocalypse in that, but still, yeah, that's a lot. You guys want some Scooby-Doo? Go check out these comics. They should be. It says they're available through September 7th, and they're available on DC Universe as well as Comixology, Kindle, and other digital platforms.
Oh, cool.
Scoob.
Yeah. Always reliable.
Scoob. Like, let's go make a sandwich.
I'm glad you're down to talk about Scoob with me, because I would want to talk about it. I have a lot of thoughts and feelings on Scooby-Doo.
I remember when this trailer came out, I was like, that actually looks kind of good.
Yeah.
Like, the animation looks fun. Like, I think I might want to watch Scoob.
Yeah.
Hopefully we can record that this next week and get that up, and then we'll have the Patreon exclusive episodes of the Reactor Core also starting to go up very soon.
Yeah. Big progress.
Exactly.
Yeah, and then I guess coming up for the Reactor Core, there's Artemis Fowl next month.
Oh, true. Yeah.
And then
that one.
The news broke this week that Disney Plus is releasing Hamilton on July 3rd, which was originally supposed to be a theatrical release like next November 2021.
That's right, yeah. Huh. Interesting. And so, so what exactly are they doing with that Hamilton film? Is it like just them filming the stage?
Yeah, it's just it's a concert film with the original cast. It's like the cast you know from the soundtrack album. Yeah, and I had no idea they'd even already filmed it, because like when I heard this news they were doing the movie last year, the date was so far out, I figured they still had to like get everybody together, get the costumes back together, like run through rehearsals again, and then still do it. I had no idea this was already filmed and in the bank somewhere. But I was listening to a Disney podcast that was saying that that release date was probably so far out originally to like give some more space to the stage show, to like not kind of bite into that market as early on. But now that there are no stage shows for anybody to go visit, they're like, let's just go ahead and release it now so that people remember that musicals do exist. Maybe then they'll want to see it when musicals are back.
Funny.
Mm-hmm.
What property would you want to see as a musical that is not already a musical?
Ooh. Almost anything. Well, there's been a lot of 80s movies turned into stage musicals. Like there was the Groundhog Day musical that was at the Tonys a couple years ago. Okay. The movie into musical transition is an interesting one. There's a Beetlejuice musical that seems pretty cool. I listened to the soundtrack for the Mean Girls musical. Oh, more of those I am always intrigued by. I think Coming to America would make a fun musical.
Okay. Fair enough. I don't know. Well, I mean, they already did a Spider-Man musical.
Do it again. Like, try it again. Try a different variant of that. I am legitimately upset that there is, except for Dr. Horrible's sing-along blog, there is no intersection between superhero and musical. It's that and a wholly musical Batman from the Harry Potter musical people. And like I think there's a singing villain in one of the Batman cartoons.
I mean, there's an episode of Batman the Animated Series where Batman sings.
What does he sing?
I don't remember what song he sings off the top of my head, but yeah, he's at like smoky jazz bar. I think that's the one where Wonder Woman gets turned into a pig.
What?
Or something. It's a
wild
episode.
Hold on. This is Batman the Animated Series.
The Animated Series, yeah.
What? In that one they did this. The serious one. The noir one.
Yeah. Or it might be an episode of Justice League.
That makes more sense.
I
think the episode I'm thinking of is from like The Batman, maybe? Or maybe Brave and the Bold. It's a supervillain called the Music Meister. He makes everybody sing.
That's this.
Dabba Dee? Dabba Die?
No, not that one.
Oh, beans.
Little Piggy. Justice League Unlimited, so not Batman. Came out August 28th, 2004. Is the fifth episode of the first season of Justice League Unlimited. And let's see, Wonder Woman accompanies Batman on a stakeout in Gotham City based on a tip that Intergang plans to steal the Rosetta Stone. As they wait, she notices many young couples together and starts to flirt with Batman. However, all her attempts to flirt are rebuffed by Batman as he emphasizes the differences between them. When the robbery occurs, they find the thief is actually the sorceress Circe, a mortal enemy of Hippolyta, Wonder Woman's mother. Although banished to Tartarus by Hippolyta, she has now been paroled, and her first act of freedom is to transform Wonder Woman into a pig.
Wow. Okay. Well, I guess Spirited Away has taught us you can tell a serious story where somebody gets turned into a pig.
Looks like Batman enlists the help of Zatanna. They lose Wonder Pig. Batman calls on the aid of Bwana Beast. Red Tornado, Crimson Avenger, the Elongated Man to help locate her.
Can I ask you about the Elongated Man?
Yes.
What does he do that's different than Plastic Man?
Probably not much. Same, yes. Like fellow Justice League member Plastic Man, he had the ability to stretch his body to tremendous lengths. So,
lengths, but not widths. Is that the difference?
Let's see here. Plastic Man to elongated man's only he could not turn a vase or other complex object.
Oh, okay. All right.
Plastic Man can like change into objects.
That's right. Okay. And I guess Elongated Man is more of like a Reed Richards. Like Reed Richards can become like a trampoline or a parachute, but he's not going to be like a car.
Well,
right?
Yeah, no, he's not going to be a car. Plastic Man could potentially be a car.
Plastic Man can be anything he wants.
Stuff. But Elongated Man is also like the difference between him and Reed Richards, Mr. Fantastic. Mr. Fantastic is like super scientist, extra smart, like all that stuff. Elongated Man is like a wannabe detective who's not very good, who's more of a joke than he is.
Okay.
Like all that stuff, and he's just like, ha, now I'm here.
The best opening line for any superhero. Could you imagine? It's Endgame.
Smells like we have a mystery.
It's Endgame. You're in the theater watching the culmination of the Infinity War saga. The Avengers are on the battlefield. It looks like all is lost. A sling ring portal opens up and you hear Sam Wilson's voice say, "Ha ha! Now I'm here!"
That'll show him.
I just talk like this now. We all got snapped and now we come back. All of us talk like this.
Great. Yeah, so I forget what happened here. Batman eventually finds, well, let's see here. Right. Back to Piggy.
Weren't we talking about musicals once?
We'll get there.
Okay.
We're circling back around. Batman and Zatanna request the aid of Themis, who brings them to Medusa. Cersei's former cellmate reveals Cersei's burning desire to perform at the amphitheater on Mykonos. On Mykonos. Meanwhile, the transformed Wonder Woman attempts to escape from being processed, frustrating a butcher's efforts to capture her. Blah, blah, blah. Let's see. Batman suggests making an exchange for returning Wonder Pig to normal. Cersei, intrigued, agrees to transform Diana back, but only in exchange for something incredibly precious from Batman. Something he's concealed and can never be regained when gone. He pays the price by revealing a suave singing voice in a performance of Am I Blue? So touching, it moves both Zatanna and Cersei to tears. Cersei returns Wonder Woman to normal just in time for her to escape the slaughterhouse. After his performance, which receives a riotous applause from the amphitheater's crowd, Batman thanks Zatanna for help. Afterwards, in the League Watchtower, Wonder Woman claims to not remember much of what happened and asked if she missed anything, to which Batman nonchalantly replies, "Not really." However, as she walks away, Wonder Woman reveals she knows he sang at the amphitheater when she suddenly commences humming I Blue. At first taken by surprise, Batman ends up smiling. That's a great one.
I can't believe that's a real episode of Justice League Unlimited, because that show, I never really watched it, but it seemed
so good.
Like, not as serious as Batman the Animated Series, but still, like, a bit more dramatic, serialized. There's real emotions. There's real stakes here. And then there's an episode where Wonder Woman gets turned into a pig and Batman has to sing their way out of it.
Am I blue?
It's wild to think that Christian Bale, among our more serious Batmen, has a musical theater background. He was a newsie. So if there was a Batman most likely to sing, it is that one.
But no, it was Kevin Conroy.
Wow. Now let's go back to this. What superhero story should be a stage musical? Not like we're going to do a wacky musical episode of one of your cartoons. What else should take the stage?
I feel like Doctor Doom would be a good opera.
Yes! I want that!
The tragedy of Doctor Doom.
Or like any of those, any musical set against a war, anything from like Sound of Music to South Pacific, but it's just...
I feel like that makes it, but like that's almost too good to be true, you know? Like I can see Captain America doing that anyways, which they kind of did in the Captain America movie, right?
Yeah.
He's on stage with them, and all of that stuff. I don't know. Like I think it'd be interesting to see an X-Men.
Ooh, yeah.
About, like, what's it like to be at this basically boarding school with all of these weird people and stuff like that? It's
just Spring Awakening, but they're all mutants.
Yeah.
I'd like to see an Ant-Man stage show just to see how they would do the stagecraft to make him change sizes, how they'd use various special effects and screens.
Interesting.
Yeah. I believe in the prowess of the people of the stage to make such a thing happen before our eyes. You will believe a man can be big and small. We've got these biopic musicals, the jukebox musicals, stuff like Jersey Boys or something, or like the Cher musical or the Carol Kane musical, where you look back on a person's career, you tell their true story with their songs. I would love within the Marvel universe that while like Captain America was in the ice, somebody made a musical about him, stringing together all his like USO show numbers. It's like Steve Rogers like wakes up from an iceberg and he goes to like an off-Broadway theater and sees somebody playing himself in a musical of what his life has been up to this time.
It's like the Avatar, the last Airbender episode. That's great. Speaking of which, that's now all on Netflix.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
What else? Like I tend to want to see villains.
Oh,
musicals about villains.
You've got a point there.
It's so dramatic, and there's so much just like, woe is me, why me? You know,
a Lex Luthor musical called How to Succeed in Business Without Really Flying.
Yeah, that would be great. That would be great. Oh man, what else would make a good one? I feel like Superior Foes of Spider-Man, a good one.
God, yes,
they're just bad at doing their job.
Mm-hmm.
That would be fun.
Loki, of course.
Loki, yeah, that'd be entertaining.
I feel like out of all the main MCU branches, like Thor is the one that really has to be a stage musical.
Who played him in Thor Ragnarok? Wasn't it like Matt Damon?
Maybe. And one of the other Hemsworths was in there. And Sam Neill was Odin, I think.
So,
I'm going to watch Ragnarok again in the coming weeks.
Oh, good.
Yeah, I've been rewatching some MCU movies. Since I got this new TV last week, the first movie I broke it in with was Doctor Strange. Visually dazzling, clear choice. Immediately after Doctor Strange, and I'm like, well, now I have to watch Inception. I watched both of those in one day. What a trip. And then I've rewatched the Guardians movies over the last week. I watched Guardians of the Galaxy on Mother's Day because it seemed appropriate.
Good Mother's Day one, yeah.
Yeah. It's been good. I want to rewatch all of them during this time.
Doctor Strange,
has
the like world-bending visuals that we first saw in Inception, kind of. Then on this week for the review show, we're watching Paprika.
Yes,
wild.
I was so excited tomorrow to compare Inception and Paprika. This is inadvertently also going to be a backdoor compare-contrast episode because I just watched Inception last week.
Yeah, good stuff. I'm excited. Man, so what else? So you've been watching some like MCU movies. Have you been putting stuff on while you work just to have some background noise?
Sometimes I do. I put on a lot of Bon Appetit, the cooking videos, because like that whole cast is just so charming. It's just like good comfort food stuff. And the thing about those videos is that it's a lot of them cooking and then just like a lot of them talking and explaining things. So it has a good amount of moments where I don't have to be looking at the screen, or like if they're cooking a recipe and they're doing the same version of it over and over again to try and refine it. It's like, well, I watched you make this the first time. I don't have to watch every subsequent one. It's like those are pretty good for I need to put something on while I work on something else. That's good. I have been watching a lot of home organization and decor videos. I want to get real organized, Kyle.
That might be factoring into you like walking out in the living room being like, how many dishes I need to do. I need to organize that.
All the dishes in my living room.
Like if you stopped watching organizational stuff that is motivating you to organize that stuff, maybe you wouldn't think about it as much.
I need to think about it. This is the deal. Like it is ultimately for good. I just kind of wish I could like make my brain stop thinking about it for like 8 hours of the day. Like I can't just flip a switch where it's off for 8 hours, on for 8 hours. Like it's just on all the time. But the thing is that if I do all of it, then I won't be thinking about it. If I go around and clean and dust and organize everything, then I will walk out from my home office in the middle of the day to get a snack and be like, yes, I did all that work already. Now I go back to emails.
Yeah. I finally watched season 4 of Money Heist.
Oh, how's that? Did I get that money?
It was awesome.
Good.
They are doing another season. It seems like the story did not end, which on one hand, sweet, I get more Money Heist. On the other hand, though, I kind of just wanted it to end there.
Yeah.
That would have been a great stopping point. Which I'm sure we talked about it when we covered it on the Reactor Core. We covered the first 3 seasons of Money Heist, or at least I did, and I explained it all to you, which, by the way, that episode...
Is it still the winner?
It almost has 1,000 downloads.
Heck.
On just podcast services by itself.
Huh.
And it does fantastic on YouTube as well. Let me see if I can get in here and how much right now. Top episodes. Number 1 is Money Heist. Come on. Load. Oh, hey. It already passed 1,000. It's at 1,016.
Cool.
Downloads. Our next one underneath that is episode 1 of the Whatnauts podcast, the Black Tapes, with 378 download.
We had to bulk some of these up. Like, I don't want to toot my own horn here, but there's got to be like several hundred people out there that would like to listen to more of our episodes.
Yeah. Hopefully. So the only ones that we've done that are on our top 10 most downloaded podcasts since we moved over to Simplecast is Money Heist, is episode 14 of the Reactor 4, and then Umbrella Academy is in the number 5 spot, which is
Aren't we supposed to get another season of Umbrella Academy soon? That's a show
soon.
Good, because that's a show I do still think about, and I'm very excited for more of it.
That was episode 50 of the review show, and that has 216 downloads.
Okay.
So, Money Heist, though, is killing it.
Heck.
Has the international appeal.
It does. The whole globe over. Love money, love heists.
But yeah, season 4 of Money Heist was good. I kind of wish it would have ended there, though. I'm worried that they're dragging it out too long. If that makes sense. Because seasons 1 and 2 was 16 episodes total. It was like 2 8-episode seasons, and that was perfect. It wrapped it up, and it was great. And that's why we did the Reactor Core on Money Heist, because they were like, season 3, and I was like, wait a minute, what? They wrapped things up. Like, this makes no sense. And then I watched it, and I was like, this is great. I love it. Yeah, and so I was thinking that season 4 would then wrap things up again, but yeah, no. They're still there, doing their thing. So that was good, and I watched episode 1 of season 3 of Babylon Berlin.
Okay.
So another show on Netflix that I really enjoy.
More crime?
It's a detective show set in between World War I and World War II Germany.
Okay.
Season 3 started with the stock market crash.
Ooh.
And then it does the 2 weeks prior, and so you're gonna see the events of how it got to that point, which is neat. But yeah, that's a really good show if you guys like detective shows, stuff like that, and it's beautiful. It is beautifully shot. Yeah, that's good. That's kind of what I've been up to, though.
Nice.
Watching stuff. Waiting
That's
on my
good.
computer parts.
Oh, yeah. I watch, I clean, and I read sometimes. I cook. My roommate's mom gave us a ton of food, so now I'm doubled up on my baking supplies. So we're gonna make next time she has a night off work, we're gonna make a ton of cookies, and I'm very excited.
There you go.
Yeah.
Good. Melissa, you wrote down on our sheet here a question.
Yeah.
I'm assuming this has to do with us talking about lamps right before we started recording. We're just like, what is your favorite lamp?
Yeah, because I have a favorite lamp, and I'm wondering, this is not a topic people talk about. Nobody, you're not hanging out at a bar with your buddies, and it's all right, this is my favorite movie, my favorite album. This is the lamp. Favorite lamp. Do you have a favorite lamp? Because I do.
No, not really. I mean, I have two lamps here to light my face and stuff like that for the podcast, and they're on the
important
scissor arm thing that my mic is on.
Oh, okay.
I can kind of rearrange them and put them where I want. Then I have, you guys can't see it on screen, but back there, I guess you can see the reflection on the bookshelf back there. But I do have a Pixar styled lamp. My room, I have like a lamp that has a USB thing, so I can plug my phone in and it'll
that's
charge it.
Nice.
I have a Wi-Fi light bulb in that too, so it can change colors and all that stuff. I don't know. I'm a simple man when it comes to lamps.
No, I got fancy lamps. So this one, let me move my camera up a little bit because I don't know if it's ever high enough for you to see that. I've got this antique lamp that I've had hanging over my bed for the last couple years, and it's a pendant.
Like things that a priest, when they swing the like smoke thing, it looks like that.
Yeah, it's a pendant lamp that hangs from the ceiling. It is made out of this beautiful, like, amber-colored glass that has this, like, crackly texture to it. Like, it is not cracked, but it looks like it is cosmetically, and it's really neat. And it's just, like, old brass fixtures. It hangs from the ceiling. I got this from my next-door neighbors, like, my elderly neighbors, when they were finally, like, I think the husband had died and the wife was moving into a assisted living facility, and they had, like, an estate sale. And I went in, they just gave me this lamp for my years of good service as neighbor girl. I love it. It's a weird, heavy, beautiful old antique, and it makes my whole room glow like amber because I'm a sucker for orange lighting. I have that, and then here on my desk, I have... no, I'm not going to try and move it over there. That's going to be hard. I have a touch lamp that used to be my grandma's and my grandma and grandpa's farm. This was the lamp on the bedside table in the guest room. So it's just this cute, simple, like, gold base, glass shade, like little panes of glass that have flowers printed on them. And when you touch the metal, it's touch sensitive and it changes the lighting. So if you ever see the lighting just suddenly change on me, it's because I accidentally bumped into it. And I have another lamp that's, I told you, like, I care about lamps. I care about Scooby-Doo and lamps. And I've got...
You seem like the kind of person who would be excited about going to a giant antique store.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, I've figured out my style is glam, nerd, Mrs. Grandparents.
Mrs. Grand Nerd Parents?
Because a lot of my big statement pieces are things from my grandparents, like this dresser's from them, this lamp, this beautiful like gold armchair I have in the corner of my room, my coffee table in the living room. Like a lot of it is their old stuff. And then I like very like pink, gold, floral, shiny things. And then it's just like movie posters and little figurines and stuff. Which is hard to figure out how to decorate with because nobody tells you how to do that. Nothing's like, here's how to decorate using your collectible figurines. Your 11 by 17 inch Comic-Con prints.
Yeah. That's good. Mm-hmm. Huh. No, I'm more about the like Wi-Fi light bulbs and different colors.
It is cool.
And stuff like that. More mood lighting. Like I kind of want this stuff to be not noticeable. This sense of just like I'm just gonna have like a normal looking lamp here. Just have the like rope lights line the corners and stuff like that.
They are cool. No, I like that you have like even if the lamps themselves are just utilitarian. I like what you're doing with these color changing bulbs. It's real fancy. I'd like to invest in some of those at some point.
Yeah. I bought some off Amazon just to try them out, and I forget the brand. It was like some kind of third party brand. And I liked them. I stuck with it, and then I bought something else that was a different brand, and I realized the immediate like, oh no, this is gonna end up being a nightmare. That each of these third-party brands also come with their own app. You can control it. And I was like, if I keep buying all these different things, then I'm gonna have like 16 apps to turn on that one, turn off that one. It's like I don't want that. And so from that moment on, I was like, I'm gonna buy the like Philips the expensive
Mm.
ones, because Philips is a brand that pretty much everyone knows when it comes
Yeah.
to like lighting and home appliances and stuff like that.
Mm.
And I bought those ones, and immediately I was like, "Oh, these are amazing! Like these ones are
Yeah.
so much better." So I was like, "I am sticking with these ones from now on, slowly replacing my old ones." So
That's
I
nice.
highly recommend.
I got to do some light bulb research because my apartment has this light fixture that hangs over where my dining room table is. And it's the kind that just has like a half glass dome and then the light bulb sticks out the bottom of it.
Mm-hmm.
And it's got 5 of those. So there are 5 exposed lights. And I cannot find light bulbs dim enough to have all 5 of them on at the same time and have it not be obnoxious and glaring. Like, this is the one light, like, I know this thing is here because the apartment's like, we've just applied. You have one big flat light that you can use to light the entire apartment before you get your own lamps in. Like, I get from a practical standpoint why this is there. But after I'm all moved in and I've supplied my own personal lamps, quite a variety of lamps, this is obnoxious. Yeah. I have the thing going with only 2 light bulbs screwed in right now. The other 3 sockets are empty and it's still too bright.
Yeah. The good thing with the Wi-Fi light bulbs is they do have just the regular white ones.
Ooh.
So you don't need to get the colored ones, but those are also dimmable. So you can set it to like 1%.
Oh,
of that stuff.
Maybe I'll do that. That's perfect because it's like lamps, there's like a smaller size socket and then like a big, like regular size one. I can't find regular sized light bulbs that are as dim as I need them to be. I need the softest, warmest light possible because the thing looks silly just having 2 light bulbs screwed in.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess one potential downside with the Wi-Fi light bulbs is that they like the light switch that controls it always needs to stay on. Because if you turn it off, then it disconnects it from the internet.
Okay.
So that's one kind of bad thing. So that sense, it helps to have like an Amazon Echo or a Google thing just to be, hey, can turn the lights off and that way. But if you get the Philips Hue light bulbs, they also sell these buttons.
Ooh.
It's just like a circular button. It looks like a bottle cap.
Okay.
And it's the button and comes with like it looks like a light switch plate, but it's magnetic and this sticks in on the light switch plate. Program this button. You hit the button, take certain actions. I hit my button, turn off all of the lights there, and I turn it on again, and they come back on.
Ooh.
So you can just the button and like have that instead of thing, and it's detachable. So if you want to take it with you,
ooh,
button you can.
Oh, so like I could install it like right next to the door, so that as soon as I come in, I can click that button instead of walking across the dining room to get to that switch. Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah. Now, is Philips Hue the name for this entire collection, or for only this color changing one?
For the entire collection.
Okay,
if I'm not mistaken.
This is good, Kyle. You've helped me tremendously in my search for high quality light bulbs, high quality low light bulbs.
They are more expensive. Like when you see the price, you might be like, ooh, like that's a little steep. But yeah, it is the like you can control them, you can dim them. They're LED light bulbs, so they save on electricity. Yeah.
Like I'll buy these light bulbs once.
A long time.
I won't need to buy new ones for 6 years.
Or like 10. So one of these days, because right now I have the 2 lamps that are shining on behind the TV back there. change the it's in the ceiling, and then maybe eventually redo the rope lights, but those ones are going to be real expensive to switch. So,
Ooh. Yeah. I feel like this pandemic has aged us tremendously because now we just talk about lamps and building furniture and like organization and cleaning. Like I have become a domestic old woman, and that's all I am.
It's the fact we're stuck in our homes, and so we're hyper fixating on like, I've been thinking about fixing that window for a long time. I'm stuck here anyways.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna fix that window, and you just go do something.
And there's other parts of my life that are on like the absolute pause. I don't remember the last time I put on makeup. I think I put on makeup for episode 100.
You did, yes.
And I think for our Fincher Brothers episode too. So I think like a month ago I put on makeup. And I don't know when I may ever do it again. Like, I'm going to go into the bathroom and clean and organize everything, but like, what am I putting it on my face for? So I'm scared that when I need to do it again, I will have forgotten. Like, not forgotten, but like, my technique's going to be so sloppy. I'm going to be real rusty about it.
You'll figure it out.
Yeah, I'll remember how to be a face again.
Yeah. There you go. Oh, here's something we can talk about real quick before we wrap up and do all that stuff. There was an interview that came out with the creator of Gargoyles. And he was talking about just the fact that it's on Disney Plus. It's been one of the like driving factors for people to sign up.
Oh.
Even though it's like not one that they advertise and stuff like that. But people have been like binge watching that old cartoon Gargoyles and stuff like that. And this caught my eye because they interview Greg Weisman, the creator, and he goes into detail about the like changes that happened in season 3 and why the show went downhill, and how O.J. Simpson helped kill the show. And I was like, that's a headline. Like I want to find out more on that. And so apparently, 3rd season was kind of taken out of his hands. Mentioned he wrote the first episode, but then it was like edited after him, and he didn't produce it. Didn't like the rest of season 3 after that. But the 2 major things that helped kill it was the O.J. Simpson trial. That was taking up, like, people were watching that instead.
Was that in like the same time slot? I don't know at what time of day a trial is aired.
Well, it like they had the like prime time spot, and of course like small TV channels and stuff often ran off of the like local stuff, which still was like based on local news and things like that. So when big news was happening, like that's what they would show, or that's what like they would go watch the local news station instead. And so like people wouldn't watch these episodes of Gargoyles because they're watching the O.J. Simpson trial. And then on top of that, the second thing he said was Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. It's like they finally came to the United States, and they were a blockbuster hit. And so they used to be the prime #1 cartoon, and then they got knocked down to the 2nd spot. And then the O.J. Simpson stuff happened, so no one was watching that anyways.
Jeez.
God damn it! Like,
I was Me and Jams are talking recently about how, we know a lot of other podcasters who are big Power Rangers people.
Sure.
Like, we know people who do Power Rangers and like other Sentai show podcasts.
I have Power Ranger action figures on my bookshelf back there.
I feel like I am so much less into Power Rangers than everybody else my age. Especially in these circles.
Go ahead.
No, just like especially in the circles I run in. Like, I'm a big Pokemon person, and like but even then, like, not Pokemon the video game or the card game, the cartoon only, purely the cartoon. Like, there's a lot of overlap with Power Rangers. I know so many Power Rangers people, and I'm like, I like it fine. I can't tell you very much about it. That the Mighty Morphin movie's pretty good. I do have a poster for the Mighty Morphin movie, like a little 11 by 17 poster, but just because it looks cool, like it's just fun and nostalgic. I have very little actual emotional attachment to Power Rangers.
Yeah. I mean, that was just the thing. Like, I was a young boy at the time. It was action, it was explosions, it was giant robots and fighting. That's the things that I liked.
You know what I did love? Bulk and Skull. Like, if I would be way more into Power Rangers if it had a lot more Bulk and Skull in it.
Yeah.
I was also the person watching Pokemon for Team Rocket, so like I just always needed bumbling low-level villains in fantastic outfits all the time. Yeah. And I wasn't provided enough of that as a child.
Did I tell you the Christmas story of the Power Rangers action figures and stuff that I got when I was a kid?
I don't know if you did.
So it might even be the ones that I have on my house back here. But yeah, so I was a big fan. Power Rangers were the big thing, and that was the hot new toy. That was the Turbo Man doll, you know, that you had to get. And my parents searched everywhere, and they couldn't find them. And they were like, we really want to get Kyle the like Power Rangers action figures. We want to get him the whole set, you know, just so he can have them all, and we'll be done with it. We won't have to keep buying. And all the like local stores were sold out, but my parents called their parents. They were like, hey, you guys are out in like Montana and Wyoming. Can you guys look out where you live? My mom was calling all of her sisters like, hey, can you find these where you guys are out in Australia or like California or stuff like that? Yeah, my mom has a sister out in Australia.
I can just the concept of your parents trying to describe a Power Ranger to their parents is really entertaining to me.
Right? Yeah. But so they I think my mom's sister in Montana finally found a set and bought them and shipped them to my parents. That's what I got for Christmas that year, and it was amazing.
How old were you?
I don't know. I want to say 5, maybe.
Okay.
4, 5. I have no idea.
Because these things look like they are in real good condition back there.
So that's why I'm not sure if it was these ones, because these ones haven't been out of the box. They're opened. But the boxes have some wear and tear and stuff like that, but the actual action figures have stayed in the box. But so I think it was like that day that the Power Rangers aired a new episode in which everything gets blown up. The Megazord gets blown up. All the they all die, and then it's like new ones come out. And my parents, who had just gotten me all of this stuff, were like in tears, just being like, "No, now we're gonna have to get the new ones."
What do What do you mean Charmander turns into another Pokemon? And
Right,
then
yeah.
a third one?
We have to get another one? They just like they weren't used to like I think this was like right at the age where I was like I had graduated from baby toys. I was more into action figures and stuff like that. And yeah, like they hadn't really gotten to that world yet where it's like basically every year there's a new hot toy that you have to get, right?
Yeah.
If it's not Power Rangers, it's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and now it's Pokemon, and now you know there's always a bigger fish.
Yeah.
Right. So they just had no idea, and it was just like, no.
My 3-year-old niece has recently gotten into My Little Pony.
Okay.
And I got to admit, I guess it's a perk of that show that all of the majority of the cast is already there at the beginning, and maybe they get different outfits. They're ponies. They don't wear clothes. Maybe they get like
Jungle
a hat
Action
or something.
Batman. Arctic Freeze Batman.
Twilight Sparkle with hat for the costume episode. I don't know, but like I guess that's a perk of My Little Pony is that like they don't change much. They might add new ponies, but the original ponies will look the same the entire time.
Yeah.
They will not morph. They will not evolve.
Yeah. They don't turn Super Saiyan. You have to get all that stuff.
Rarity puts on different makeup. That might be all you need. Different color eyeshadow Rarity toy.
Yeah. Good stuff, though.
Mm.
I still struggle to explain Power Rangers to my parents.
Does it come up often?
I mean, like, stuff like that. This is Pokemon. This is what you do in Pokemon. They're just like, I don't understand. This is a podcast. I don't understand a podcast.
When the Marvel Phase 4 lineup was released last summer, you remember this? I was trying to explain all of this to my mom, and I was telling her there's going to be a Black Widow movie, and she says, an African-American heroine. And then I realized,
no.
I'm like, oh, you don't know that is Natasha's alter ego. You've only heard her called Natasha. Like, she's seen some of the movies. And I'm like, yeah, I guess that's true. Like, if you don't know the comics or the merchandise and everything around it, like, if you just sit down and watch it on TNT once, you're like, yes, Natasha. That's her superhero name also. Just Natasha. Natasha Romanoff. No other name she goes by. So, like, you got a point, Mom. I should have let you know. Like, that is her supervillain, her superhero name, like the Spider Mom.
Great stuff.
Like, nobody calls her that. You got a point. Okay. This is on me.
Yeah. Good stuff. Hopefully the Black Widow movie will make it out eventually.
Yeah, I hope so. The concept of seeing that and No Time to Die in the same season, that's going to be good.
Fun. Indeed.
Yeah.
New Mutants finally got a new release date for the 5th time.
Oh my God.
August something, 28th or something.
They're like Charlie Brown going for the football with that movie.
It was done 2 years ago.
It's been done!
The movie was done 2 years ago. Oh my God. I feel so bad for all of them.
Yeah.
Oh well. Let's wrap things up.
Yep, we're done.
Wrap things up right there. Ladies and gentlemen, if you did not know, we have multiple podcasts here at the Whatnauts. You guys can find more information out on our website, thewhatnauts.com. If you like what we do, patreon.com/thewhatnauts is where you can support us. You guys can get episodes early. You guys can get access to the live streams of the review show. You guys can get access to exclusive content like the aforementioned Patreon exclusive Reactor Core trailer talk. I don't know what we're gonna call them, but we'll figure it out. You guys can get access to all of that stuff on our Patreon, patreon.com/the Whatnauts. And we would also like to give a big shout out to our Patreon supporters at the $5 tier. So thank you, Sam, for helping us out and keeping the mics on. Appreciate it. Yeah, I think that about wraps us up for housekeeping. Be on the lookout for Scoob.
Yeah.
We'll record that this next week. That should be up there as well. Go subscribe to the Reactor Core. Hopefully things up there very soon. But that being said, Melissa, where can the people find you?
You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Wilkywit. That's WILKYWIT.
You can find me at YoKyleSpringer on Twitter and Instagram. You guys can find us at The Whatnauts on Twitter. You guys want to stay up to date with our shenanigans, stuff like that. This has been episode 96 of The Whatnauts Captain's Vlog. We will see you guys next week. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you so much for checking out our podcast. We hope you enjoyed it. If you guys have been watching some cool cartoons or something, let us know in the comments down below you guys have been watching. In the meantime, go subscribe to our channel right over here in this corner. Go watch one of our other videos right down there. We got plenty more podcasts where that came from. Go check them out. Like, share, subscribe, do all that stuff. You guys know the deal.